Unfortunately, Bob Saget passed away suddenly this week.
He did.
At an all too early age of 65. He had just finished doing a comedy set and was had a relatively full schedule for 2022. By all accounts, from those who had spoken with him just not long before, he seemed to be in relatively good spirits, especially since he had a relatively full schedule coming up for the year and had just rediscovered stand-up comedy. He was feeling good about it. So I don't know if we've had more info come out. I didn't look into it. If more info has come out about it, all I know is that the stuff that was on the day that they posted about it, which was that they found him in the hotel room, and that the police had preliminarily at least said that there was didn't seem to be foul play or drugs involved in that preliminary bit. But I don't know any more than that, like if it's changed or whatnot since then. But if we find out, we got the chance to talk about it, we'll talk about it more later on. But it was sad, man. That he was at least in a white household, he was a popular guy on the television.
I watched Full House, man.
There you go.
Full House was like a universal thing, and then they got Family Matters, which was more black, of course. But I watched a lot of
Full House
when I was younger.
That intro music, like instant nostalgia.
Yeah.
Also, John Stamos hasn't aged more than 3 days.
Dude, listen, man. If he was the last dude on the planet,
he's in great shape.
That'd be a bad time for him.
Yeah.
That would be a bad time for Mr. Stamos.
He's getting torn apart. Mr. Stamos.
Man, Mr. Stamos.
Yeah, he's aging like a god. But yeah, in general, great show, amazing show. And then, of course, America's Funniest Home Videos, the original host. Forget friggin' what's-his-face that took over, and they kept trying to keep that thing alive. That should have ended when Bob left. But yeah, very sad at 65. That's way too young for anyone to be going. Very funny guy. One of those guys where it's like similar to Robin Williams, where you associate him so much with like family movies and shows and whatnot that when you see their stand-up, you're kind of you might be shocked when you find out how raunchy they were. And Bob Saget was one of those guys, super raunchy stand-up comedy.
I saw him live.
Oh, you did? Where did you see him?
Here. He was at the casino.
Here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
How was like, it? It was okay. I mean,
you have to be into raunchy comedy.
Yeah, like he was. Okay, so I don't remember. It was a long time ago. So I was like maybe 17 or 18. It might have been 18, maybe 19. I was young. I was young.
Hot minute.
I was definitely in my teens. Saw him, and the thing I can say about him was, I didn't know he was raunchy. I thought he was, and that was part of his shtick. Like,
oh yeah, he's super raunchy.
He was like, hey, you guys know me as Full House from the father from Full House, but this is going to be completely different. And
have you heard about pussy before, guys?
Pretty much, yeah. So I will say that it was funny, because it was almost shock humor because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I'm not gonna, the guy is gone now, and I'm not gonna like shit on his work. It's not my like.
You have to like raunchy
stuff.
humor, yeah.
And so he had like a musical element to it as well. Like he played songs and stuff. Good entertainment stuff. Don't regret seeing him live, but it's not like one of those things where if he came out with like a comedy special that I'd be like lining up on Netflix to watch.
Yeah.
But he was. He put on a great show, and he was fun to watch, and he seemed like a really down-to-earth guy. Like I remember after the show, he came back out and he took pictures with everybody, signed a bunch of shit, and was there like for a long time. So, but this was a long time ago. I don't know what type of person he was.
Everyone, regardless of whether they worked directly with him or otherwise, all said, like, everyone tends to say nice things, but you'll see like repeated shit. And that's what where like the truth lies is when you start to see and the going rate was he was a down to earth, really nice, do anything for you, what like raunchy humor, but was everyone's dad kind of a person. Mm-hmm. And between him and Norm Macdonald, they were like a pair those two. Gilbert Gottfried was those three were really close friends. Gilbert's now, I guess, the last of the trio, and then Jim Carrey had a really nice post about him as well.
Yep.
And so sad to see. I've said, man, fucking 65. I'm very interested to see what took him out the game. For sure, it could have been anything. It could have been an aneurysm. Fuck, you never know. But either way, all the best to his family. Absolute fucking legend. It made me want to go back. It's one of those things made me want to go back and watch Full House.
Yep. I'm sure it's got a massive spike since his passing, and probably will continue to do so for a while.